If you are using Linux, chances are you have heard of Flatpak, the universal app format that works on almost every distro. And today, I'm showing you 10 awesome Flatpak apps that are actually useful, lightweight, and worth installing right now. So without taking much of your time, let's get into it. First, I want to show you how to install Flatpak apps on your system. So go to flathub.org and select Setup Flathub. It's really easy. Just select your distro. So I will go with Debian. And with this command you can install Flatpak. If you are on GNOME you can use this command, and with this command you can install the Flatpak apps directly from your software store. And this one is for KDE. Then you have to execute this command, which will add the Flathub repository to your system. Then you have to restart your PC and you are good to go. First up is Web Apps, a simple tool that lets you turn any website into a standalone desktop app. You can create apps for things like Gmail, WhatsApp or YouTube, and they will appear in your app menu just like native applications. It's perfect if you live in the browser but still want a clean desktop workflow, so let's see how it looks like. I have already installed it, so I will click on Open, and here I will hit plus. I want to create a web app for Amazon, so I will type the URL https amazon.com. Okay, so it already have the icon for it. I want to name it Amazon. The URL is okay. Here I can enable navigation options, so a back button and forward button and reload. And here I can configure domain matching. So right now I'm setting it to domain and subdomains, which means if I now click on any amazon.com URL, it will automatically load in this web app. And I don't want incognito browsing. So I will hit on install and create. And now it's installed, and as you can see it's also in my app menu. So I will open it, and as you can see, now it's opening in its own window, and it is just like any other Linux app. At number 2 is ClamUI, which is a graphical interface for the ClamAV antivirus engine. I know Linux doesn't need antivirus in most cases, but it is great if you are sharing files with Windows users or scanning downloads for extra safety. So let's see how it looks like. It's asking me if I want to add context menu action key. I am actually on GNOME, so I have Nautilus, and it is already installed as you can see. So I will click on skip. And here it is. Here you have some pre-built profiles. So here I can say full scan, or scan the home directory, or make a quick scan. I can also drop files or folders here to scan them immediately. And with this iCar test button, I can check if the antivirus is running. The iCar is a test file for antiviruses. And here you have your database. I can click here to update the database. And here you have your logs. So if there is any problem with any file. And here you can also see the logs of the ClamAV daemon. And under components you can see if there is any components not running. Here it's telling you how to install the daemon scanner client. And here you have your quarantine. So if you have any infected files, they won't be deleted immediately. They will stay here for some days. And under statics you have some informations like when was the last scan and how many scans you have done, how many threads got detected, and informations like this. And let's see what's under options. When closing the window I want it to always quit. Here you can enable or disable the progress of the live scan, and we have configured the file manager integration before. Here you can add any exclusions, and here you can see where the database is being saved right now, and here you can configure how often to check for updates. Here you can configure scanning schedules, and you can also enable on-access scanning, which can't be used right now because we haven't installed ClamDaemon yet. You can also scan your files using VirusTotal. Here you have to add your API key or create a new one for free. Our next tool is called Xournal++, which is one of the best note-taking apps for Linux, especially if you use a stylus or touchscreen. You can write notes by hand, draw diagrams, and organize everything into notebooks. It's popular among students, teachers, and anyone who perform handwritten notes. So let's see how it looks like. Here I will add a PDF file that I have. Select a highlighter. I will take red. Let's draw a rectangle here. In red, ugly red. That's amazing. I think you know what it does by now. You don't have to see my art anymore. I mean, you can do things like this, but I think I'm not the best artist. Our next one is called KDiskMark, which is a simple and powerful disk benchmarking tool. So it lets you test your SSD or hard drive speed with just a few clicks. So you can check performance or compare storage devices. So let's see how it looks like. As you can see, it's really simple. Here I will just click on all. And yes. And as you can see, it's really simple, but it do everything it has to do. Our next tool is called Footage, which is a lightweight and beginner-friendly video editor. So you can trim clips, arrange them on a timeline, and export your videos without dealing with complex pro-level tools. It is perfect for quick edits or simple YouTube videos. So let's see how it looks like. As you can see, really simple, you only have one button, so click on it. And I have this video. You can crop your footage, so I will make it a little bit smaller here. And with this slider you can split the video, so I will take like this part of it, or flip it, and here you can enable and disable the sound. You can also resize the footage and change the frame rate. And here you can select the output format you need. I will go with MP4. Scroll down. I will leave the video encoding to AV1 and the audio encoding to Opus. So save, and I will name it GTA1. And that's it. Now I can click on finish, and the video is now edited. If you are using GNOME, GDM setting is a must-have. It lets you customize your login screen, things like the background image, theme, and other visual elements, all from a simple interface. So let's see how it looks like. I will install it and open. And here it's telling you it will work only on GNOME 47 or above. Here you can select your accent color. I will go with this one. And here you can select your theme. For shell I only have the default one right now, but I will change the icons. And here you can change the background. You can select an image or a static color. Then you can also customize the fonts and the scaling factor. And under top bar you can also change text color, change background color, and you have really like a lot of things. So you can like disable the clock or show days, weekdays, seconds, and everything you need. There is also some sound settings like input feedback sounds, event sounds, or theme, and under mouse and touchpad. I always enable this actually. And as you can see, there is like really much things here. And under display you can also change the night shift if you want to enable this. And under lock screen you can disable the restart button or the user list, and you can also enable and disable the logo. If you are coming from Windows XP, you can also enable the welcome message. There is also some power settings, like if you want to dim the screen if the PC wasn't active for some minutes, or if you want to enable automatic suspend. NewsFlash is a modern RSS reader with a clean, distraction-free design. You can follow your favorite websites, blogs, or YouTube channels in one place. So let's see how it looks like. Here you can create your local RSS, or you can link it to your account. So here you have things like Fever, Fresh RSS, or Nextcloud News. I will go with local RSS. They have this new feature where you can discover RSS feeds, so I will select Tech. Let's go with this one, and add. And as you can see, it really looks very beautiful and clean. You can also click on this icon to make it show the full content. So here you can see, this is like really everything you need. And the most important thing, there is no ads here. Flatseal is one of the most important tools for Flatpak users. It lets you view and control the permission of your Flatpak apps, like access to files, devices, or the network. If you care about privacy and security, and I think you do as a Linux user, this is must-have. So let's see how it looks like. Here you can see this is a list of all my Flatpak apps here. So I will select VLC. And here you can select what VLC should be able to do and what not. So if I go to the top here, as you can see now it has access to the network. I think it doesn't need this, so I will disable it. And scroll down. It has access to all devices, so if you want to connect your webcam or something, I will leave this enabled. And there is like really many things here. I think you should go through all your apps and check what they are accessing. At number 9 is Mousam, a beautiful and simple weather app for Linux. It shows you current condition, forecast, and temperature trends in a clean interface that fits perfectly with the modern desktop environments. So let's see how it looks like. I like it already. I will click here on add location, plus, and let's say London. What? London is in Ohio? Okay, why not? And look how beautiful it is. I think I can't say anything, it already speaks for itself. You can also see the weekly weather here. And now I'm sure it's London actually. Our next one is called Shortwave, which is a really beautiful internet radio player. So let's see how it looks like. I think I already like it. So I will click on add new stations. It has over 50,000 public stations, which is really amazing. So let's add this one and add to library. Now if I go back to my library and select this one, let's say, play. And as simple as that. Now it's playing and I can also start recording. And that's it for today. I actually have another video where I show 10 amazing Flatpak apps that you should run on your system. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment. This is Libre-Data and we are just getting started. See you in the next time.